biggest thing that entrepreneurs seem to get wrong in book writing is that they try to merge too many ideas into one book. And this comes from the problem of seeing themselves as the common thread between their ideas. So I'll talk to an author who says, I've got an amazing story of my family immigrating to America. I've got some great real estate tips. I have some life lessons I've learned, and I want to tell you how to flip houses. And they see themselves as the common thread of that, so it feels logical to put those things together because it's the story of them. But from a reader's perspective, you're never buying a book because you care about that it's common to the author. You're buying a book because it solves a problem for you, or it's something that you're interested in. And so unless you're someone who is really famous and people just want to read about you because it's you, what I would recommend that entrepreneurs do is they step back and say, who is the audience I need to reach with this book based on my goals? And for that audience, what are the set of things that they're going to really be looking for? And the number one thing that makes a book successful is if once someone reads it, they continue to talk about it, right? If it produces a lot of word of mouth. And one of the most effective ways to do that is to answer the question beforehand. What is it that someone is going to be complaining about at a cocktail party that a reader of your book will think of your book and recommend it? And so what the problem that happens when a lot of entrepreneurs face this question is that they realize that they're packing too many different ideas in. It's not one individual problem. And so they'll scramble and say, well, it's solving this problem and it just happens to talk about this. And with almost every entrepreneur, the realization they need to have is that they have multiple books in them. And that doesn't mean they just have to create one, but they do have to choose one that's going to be first. And so what I recommend is starting with that problem, starting with that audience, and building the perfect book to solve one problem instead of seeing yourself as the common thread and trying to stuff everything you know into one book.